showcase unless you know why you're doing it, all right? Don't do anything until you know why you're going to be doing this thing. 3. Number 1 was just a giveaway. 3, be honest. Why? Why are you going to do this thing? You can't do anything unless you know why you're going to do something. So, do you want to launch a career? Do you want to relaunch a career? Do you want to expand a career? Do you want to sustain a career? Do you want a career? Okay. Do you want credibility? Do you want to say, I have played at South by Southwest? Maybe that's the only thing you want from playing at South by Southwest. You don't even want the hassle of going there. You just want to say you've been there. So think about what the credibility level is and why you're doing something. Are you going to promote yourself? Do you want to do that? Are you going to promote your country? Are you going to promote your culture? These are different things, in fact, as you might guess. But you need to know why you're doing it. You've got to be honest. That's 3. 4, work out what is your priority market and your non-priority market and why. Everybody has a market, and everybody has a key market, and everybody has a luxury, I'd like to be there if I could market. So work out what they are, okay? What's important to you culturally, socially, what's important financially, what's important to you, even if it doesn't matter, but you've got to be there, okay? Priority market, non-priority market, and why. 5, think about your performance and your audience. Don't second guess what you think they want, okay? Do your research, be natural, and play what you really do. Don't do a fancied up, dollied up, gussied up kind of imaginary performance of what you think somebody's going to want from you, when actually what they want is what you really do, okay? So just do your thing. Because if you're not confident doing what you do all the time, you shouldn't be doing a showcase with what you're doing. It's sort of obvious that I have to say it. 6, reality preparation. The key is research. Find out, don't leave anything to the last moment. Israelis, this means you. Don't leave anything to the last moment. Prepare. Never assume anything. Good preparation equals good results from time to time. 7, research the venue, the stage, and who else is on the program. So find out where you're playing, why they've chosen you, work out what you're doing. Don't just turn up and go, wow, that's interesting, this is a trombone festival, which might be good for you, but for other people not. Okay. Now, create a set. This is number 8 if you're counting. Create a set that fits the time allowed. If you've got a 45-minute set, make that set way before and rehearse it to time. Sit there with your watch and work it out and rehearse the stuff you're going to say in between the numbers. Don't just kind of wander about and make it up. Get it right. You've got to be professional, on stage, on time, and in tune. These things are easy to achieve. You can do that.
When you said about time, that was clear. Length of set.
Okay. Create a set that fits the time allowed. If you've been, by contract, if you've been given 45 minutes, that is a solid 45 minutes. That means getting on stage, the talk between the tunes, and getting off, and maybe even getting your gear off stage. And you've got to rehearse that, so that when you get to the venue, I can give you a quick off-time anecdote, but one of the showcase acts at Womek's is called Shundruga, it's a Hungarian quintet. They found out the dimensions of the stage of the showcase. They went to their rehearsal room, measured out the stage size, and rehearsed on the stage, measured out from the dimensions of the venue, because they wanted to feel really comfortable when they got to the venue. That's good preparation. It really worked. They did a fantastic showcase. They weren't surprised by the dimensions of the room or the stage. That's good preparation. You can do that. That's just information you can find out. Number 9, this will be one of the keys, I think, which is be bookable, right? You've got to be bookable. It's not enough to say, there's a kind of a deal going on. It's not enough to say, I want a gig. You have somebody on the other side of the table who has to say, I want from you the following things. I need these things from you. You've got to be bookable. You've got to be attractive. You've got to have a support structure that will get you somewhere. You've got to have an infrastructure that can take care of your business. You can't just be booked in a random way. You've actually got to have phone contact, email. You've got to have a media structure. You've got to have management. It could be yourself, but you have to have a management structure. You have to have representation. You've got to have a press book. You've got to be internationally attractive and presentable. So be bookable, okay? And of course, you've got to be fantastic. This goes without saying, but you actually have to be really, really good. It's a cruel world out in the artistic jungle. You've got to be so good. Check out everybody else and see what they're doing and be better. Or at least be supportive of what they do. And are you right for the market, not just for your dreams? So you've got to check out the market. If you waste a lot of energy trying to get into a market that isn't for you, you're wasting their time, you're wasting your time. That's all number 9, be bookable. Number 10, practical. Can you bring a sound person? Be realistic with sound levels and expectations. Don't confuse volume with power, okay? If you're in balance on stage, beautifully in balance, you can be quiet and be fantastically dynamic and emotionally affecting, okay? Don't turn everything up to 10 and blow the sound system because you're afraid that your art won't work. If your art won't work, the volume won't make it better, okay? So don't confuse volume with power, number 10. And be respectful of the technical crew. They have many showcases to deal with. It's not just you, so be respectful. 11. Are you with me so far?
Yeah.
Okay, bear with me, please. 11. Be focused. I'll repeat that. Be focused. I'll repeat that. Be focused. Communicate, but don't overdo it. If you're not confident in English language, prepare. Okay? But don't make a lecture. Just be natural. Do what you do. Be prepared. People like to know about you. Say a few things. It's a natural thing. 12. Okay? Have your people around to motivate and follow up. If you don't have any your people, then be your people. So you can't rely on other people doing stuff for you. If you haven't got them, get out there, be present, up at a showcase before, around, afterwards, be sociable, friendly, communicative. You know, the way you are after a show is as much your image and your art as the way you are on stage. Very, very important. So be your people if you don't have your people. 13, stand by. Understand the special nature of showcases and showcase professional audiences. Showcases are very weird. They're not gigs, but they are performances. People walk out, right? But it's not about your performance. They go to a showcase to see 10 minutes of what you do at a showcase event, and then they walk out. The fact that they came to see 10 minutes of your show is a major success for you. If they didn't want to see you, they wouldn't come, right? They go after 10 minutes because they've got other showcases to see. So,
how many stages did you run?
at Womeks, we try not to run too many simultaneously. I guess you could, 3 or 4 you could get. I mean, 5 not simultaneously. You could probably do. There's one guy called Nick Hobbs, who's based in Istanbul, who somehow sees every single showcase that Womeks does. He's got
multiple personalities.
So what? Multiple personalities. Yeah. I think he's
good shoes.
Great shoes, and he's a driven person. You see him at the end of Womeks, and he looks like he hasn't eaten for 5 days. His eyes are bigger than his head. It's fantastic. So you can do it, but and you get this where you get a drift halfway through a showcase where the audience walk out. They love you. Don't worry. Okay. So understand what a showcase is about. Okay. And I'm going to hit number 14. I'm going to just talk about proposals and stuff because a lot of showcases are accessed by proposal. You have to make a proposal, and a jury or program director will make a choice. So you've got to get your proposal right. 15. So sorry, is this taking time? Is it okay? Is it bearable?
Okay.
All right. Okay. 15. Propose clearly and read the instructions. Okay. Propose what you perform and perform what you propose. Don't offer one thing and then turn up with something else. This is kind of obvious, but you've got to do it. You've made a kind of a contract that you will do something. Do that thing. Don't disappoint the jury, and don't be overambitious and fuck up, if you'll excuse the language. Many showcase events use a sonic bids style, an online submission process. You can't do it as a human to human anymore. You use an online submission process. Sonic bids is one of the better known ones which we've been using. Most expect an upload style process. You have to upload a lot of data. Do you have the materials ready for that upload? Don't just go there thinking you might need something. Find out what you need. Do you have the right formats? Because some formats are not compatible. Do you have an EPK, electronic press kit, excuse me? Okay, the materials are likely to be for these uploads, and you're going to need this material anyway. Biography, let's say 100 words, do the instrumentation, discography, no fantasy, please. 3 to 5 songs in MP3 format, just to give an idea of what you do. Photos, complete stage plan, full technical writer. Technical writer says what you need to perform, okay? Including backline, amplifiers, drum kit, piano perhaps. Some selected press reviews or other text information, and all of your relevant online content links in YouTube, Facebook. 17, if there is a jury, please think about them. Okay? Be sweet, be nice. They all have short attention spans. They've got homes to go to, they've got families and pets. Give them your best tools. Right? Don't make it hard for them to do their work. Give them clear information. Give them the best approved links that you've got. Don't say, yeah, we're on YouTube, man, you can look us up. Because you will definitely get that bad birthday party where you played in somebody's front room and somebody put it on the camera and uploaded it. And it sounds like death, and you'll never work again. So, better have the best approved links, right? And think about your photographs. Because, as I often say, people hear a lot with their eyes, right? You've got to give them, I can't tell you the number of bands who are brilliant and have $6 photographs, and you think, what are you doing when you run out of the rehearsal room at 5 in the afternoon with all of your rehearsal t-shirts on? Some of you are tall and some are short, and some have kind of a banjo and some have kind of headphone rash. What are you doing taking a photograph like this? And, when you've just spent 30 grand on the album, you've got to wake up. So photographs, please, please, please be nice and do good ones. We have 850 proposals on average each year for Womix. Around 4% of the showcase proposals get a Womix jury stage. 4%. It's tough, okay? You've got to give it your best shot. And if you believe in what you do, you probably will. 18. Okay, bear with me. Sorry, I will get to the end. Hate being like a teacher, but I've got to do this. Please allow me. Showcases cost money, right? They're an investment in time, money, and opportunity. So what is your return on the investment? Because you're making an investment. Okay? Do you want a return just in terms of money? Do you just want to get money back? You've invested as an artist. Do you want to get a career that brings you money back? Feed the family and the pets. Do you have a long-term aim? I mean, do you want a career? Are you doing this showcase because you want better PR? Do you want cultural income? I mean, this is a very important thing. You're doing a cultural investment. You can get cultural income. You're not always working for yourself. You're working as a representative of a sound, a culture, a worldview. There's cultural income. You put money in that, you get cultural income back for everybody. Perhaps that's a better thing to do than just working for yourself. Or not. It's up to you. So why are you attending and what do you want? You've got to think about your funding and your resources. It's an investment and it's part of a business plan. When you do a showcase, it's business. It's a business plan. You've got to think about when you want to do it. 19, timing. Is this the right time in your career to be presenting a showcase? And you've got to be honest with yourself. Some people want to do a showcase, they're obsessed with doing a showcase. It might not be the right time in your career. You might need another year to think about what you're doing. And as people who know me know that I say this, don't be obsessed with a showcase performance if you're not ready and you don't know the market. It's a better investment to attend an event, to learn, evaluate, and observe, and do the research. It costs you a lot less money. You'll find out a lot more. And you won't have the stress of preparing for a performance. And you can see what the market wants, what the other artists are doing, and whether it's right for you. That's a much better thing to do. I often tell people about Womix, forget a showcase. Come along and see what it is, see what people are doing, see what they want, learn. Network, wet nerk, learn about it. Okay? Number 20. Can you deliver what you offer? And can you meet international expectations? And I know Derek will address some of this kind of the expectations thing, but you've got to ask yourself, it's not just enough to say we're great. You've really got to think about it. It's a business. 21. If you get your showcase, congratulations. Call hakavod, communicate it, right? Use all of your social networks and promotional moments. Do contact the showcase professional delegates ahead of time. Sure, do that. Don't email them to death. They're doing their job too as professional delegates. But you've got to communicate. Being on stage is only part of the thing. You've got to use every opportunity. 22. Hey, we're getting there. 22. The human stuff, okay? Make sure you're talking to the right person. You go to these trade fair, network conferences, you're grabbing people all the time to talk to them about stuff. Talk to the right person. Don't annoy people by being too pushy. Israelis, this means you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Learn to take no for an answer. Israelis, that also means you.
Thank you.
Attitude is also an asset and a promotional tool. Get relationships as well as gigs. I can't stress that too highly. Get relationships, not gigs. Don't just go for the beans payer. Get relationships. 23. Promotional materials. Think simple. or think elegant, or at least efficient, or memorable, but have something. Some CDs are fine, simple flyers are good, not big books, not essays, not your life story, not a photo spread. Some photos, the great ones. Business cards, still in this digital world, the analog cardboard made out of sad old trees, still a great thing to have. Lots of business cards, lots please. And make notes on the business cards. When you receive a card, write on the back what you did in the meeting, because you will forget. I guarantee you'll forget. When you get home, you go, nice name, no idea. So, write a little note on the back of the card. Check all the contact details, all your links on your cards, on your media stuff, and make sure that they're current and correct. I can't tell you, I've done this. Wrong business card, wrong address, wrong phone number. You've got to check. It's like being a copy editor to your life all the time. You've got to check.
Every card you give, you get.
Every card you give, you get. That's cosmic. And yet true. Yeah. I think what Derek is saying is there is only one business card. 24. You've got to have a portfolio. You can actually carry a portfolio with you. It can be analog, it can be photo album style, it can be a computer, a laptop. If you're going to make people listen to stuff on headphones with a laptop, you can do that. Make it efficient and clear and brief, and don't talk through it. If your promotional material can't promote you as promotional material, it's not promotional material. Okay? Don't talk through it. Not everyone wants to take something away with him or her or them. So don't force material. Some people don't want the stuff. By the way, it says, 25, take time to see the other showcase performances. It's not all about you. Right? You've got to hear the latest talent. You want to learn the marketplace. You want to be moved and you really want to be inspired. It's music. It's not just business. If your heart isn't moved, it's not going to work. Get a bit of inspiration and see what other people are doing. They're your friends. They're not your rivals. They're also your colleagues and you're part of an artistic community. So don't just say, it's me, me, me. It's us, 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 okay? 26, thank you for staying with me. Bear in mind that some professionals don't check their showcase bag until a long time after the event. This bag may be very full.
What's a showcase bag?
A showcase bag is the bag that you get. When you go to a showcase, you'll have a shoulder bag, or they'll give you a free bag, or you'll bring your rucksack. And this bag gets stuffed full of goodies during the time. So somebody will give you a CD or a disc on key, they do here, or there'll be little booklets. And as the event gets older and older, the delegates get weighted down more and more, and eventually they get home with a huge sack full of promotional material. That is your showcase bag. And this bag, as I say, may get very, very full. And some people never check the stuff in it. You'll never hear from them again, okay? That's life. Do an email follow-up. If you make any meetings, any sessions, say thank you. The interesting ones are the unsuccessful contacts, because you've got to get in touch with those people as well. You can't just rely on success, you've got to maintain the relationship. Did you get any direct results? Is there any potential result? Were there any problems? Is there room for improvement? And number 28, the last one, just to say, we are all in the business of management of expectations, right? Everybody has expectations of what they're going to get, what they imagine. We're all in that business, and if you can manage your expectations and the expectations of the people with whom you're dealing, you'll probably be in a very, very good professional place. And I say thank you very much for listening to me.